Hi guys, Glenn here from Game Reviews and welcome back to the channel. We've got more updates on Helldivers 2. We've got some leaked guns, some leaked stratagems and new support packages coming to the game. And then we're also going to speak on the game's functionality as well. There's been one or two issues that have been still arising for PlayStation users and we're going to cover that in this channel. Before we do that, don't forget to hit a like, hit a subscribe and keep up to date for all your news on Helldivers 2. We've just hit the 100 subscriber mark, just a little bit over, and our next goal is 200. So would really appreciate if you want to stick around, support the channel. That'd be great. Also, don't forget to hit a comment below. Let me know your thoughts on the game or if there is any other games that you would like myself to cover on this channel. But look, let's get into it. Starting off with some of the bugs still in the game. As you've probably seen in this video straight away, a lot of my support packages have been like coming into the ground, and that's been mainly on these kind of eradicate missions. I'm finding a lot of lag within these missions as well. Reloading times were a little bit off. I originally thought it was my internet connection, but I was hardwired in, and it just felt it was a lot more difficult with some of these issues. And I have been coming across a lot of disconnects in terms of the game itself, not just from the actual game, but the game automatically closing down. And I've got to report an issue to obviously Sony and Arrowhead, and just getting absolutely kicked out of the game. So that's been happening to me, not as usual as it did, but it's still a bit of an issue, and it's usually when I'm in these eradicate missions as well. So let me know down below if that's something you're dealing with as well. Have you been running into these issues? And yeah, so let's kind of get off the negative side of things and let's go on to the positive. There's been huge leaks coming out about the future of Helldivers 2 and what we're going to be getting in terms of new support weapons, new support kind of tanks. We got the mechs, we've got vehicles coming to the game, and we've got some leaked information right here. So as you can see on screen, you'll see that there's a support kind of vehicle, and then we've got a mech. This looks absolutely amazing, especially if you're running on duos and you're not even in a quad game. You're able to kind of traverse the kind of terrain a lot more. You're able to actually really get out a lot more samples, but it just looks absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to see what versatility comes within these cars. I hope that you can be able to kind of change from machine gun to maybe the rail gun, and just having similar weapons that you'd be able to hold attached to the car. And then the mechs, what can we say about the mechs? There's going to be absolutely an amazing feeling when you're coming in to fight the automatons with these absolute monsters. They give me RoboCop vibes. They look absolutely amazing. We can see that there's like rockets on one and then just a full gun turret on the other, and it just looks absolutely amazing. How they're going to function within the game is obviously yet to be seen. They're going to be obviously stratagems. How long they're going to function, we don't know, but this tank looks absolutely amazing. All the guns on the side, you got the turret on the top. Like, this just feels like it's going to be just a force to be reckoned with. The durability is yet unknown, but this is something that is really going to kind of shift the tides. And even though the community is going to be so hyped about these coming to the game, you also got to think on the other hand the actual level of bugs and automaton threat that we're going to be facing with these new upgraded weapons. But I do think it's going to bring a lot more replayability within the game, and because it does get tedious having to sprint around the map. But let's look at the guns. Okay, so now we've got a new Arc 12 Blitzer, which looks absolutely amazing. The shotgun blasts a wide voltage of electricity, so this is like the shotgun version of the arc thrower, which should be pretty cool. Like, everybody loves the breaker, so shotguns have been a massive impact in the game. And we've also been speaking on in previous videos the versatility of guns. Like, it is very much little that you could have. And when we move into kind of the Punisher plasma, if you've not got to the kind of last tier, the plasma kind of rifle, it's good, but like the shotguns are where they're at. It just helps you crowd control a little bit more. So to see like this SGAP come in, I think that's just going to really rival the breaker and give people a reason to use certain guns on certain levels that maybe work better with the automatons, or they work better on bugs or chargers, or even the boil titans itself, because realistically chargers in this game are just more difficult than actual boil titans. But then we move into the R36 Eruptor. It's a bolt action rifle, and it's jet assisted shells that explode shrapnel on direction upon impact. Now that just sounds absolutely amazing to me. This is something that hopefully, you know, that we can use against the Charger. But then we move on to this. This is like a miniature version of the big tank that we just shown. Looks like more so for a duo. You see guns on either side, or even a trio. So we're seeing a lot of versatility within the game as well. So we've gone through a lot of shotguns, a bolt action rifle, a tank, a mech, a car. So there's a lot coming up. But then we move on, and now we see this bike. This looks absolutely amazing. If you're running a duos and you've got your guy sitting in there on a mini turret on that bike, like, that's just gonna be, I can see the memes coming straight away. But I feel like a lot of this new stuff is coming in has been more catered to people running duos and trios and not really getting into a squad, because, you know, the community have been suffering with people not running the meta build and getting kicked out of lobbies and jumping in for one game and then having to bounce. So I see that they're bringing a lot more versatility into the game. Just from what we just covered, it seems like they're catering to being able to maybe run those 40-minute missions a little bit faster, a little bit more compact, so you're not only getting the same rewards as you would on a quick 5-minute mission, getting the medals. In saying that, you're not getting a lot of the samples out on those smaller missions, but you are getting a lot of the same XP. You're getting the same, like, kind of, you know, credits, which is only capped at 50, and you don't really get a lot of super credits out of it as well. So, you know, there needs to be a little bit more of a balance, and I'm glad that they have brought it in. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Peace.